From humble beginnings.
To grow, we're evolving.
And the arrival. This is First Gen Xers.
Poetic beats. Oye, ¿cómo va? Melito, bueno, Anyway, yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? My name is the one and only Dark Lord 100, aka Double KK Double. If you're from the Bay, you know that song more than you care to know because you probably heard it about a billion times in your life. Every
You
radio
from
station
you,
plays it. What's up?
if you're from Cali, if you're from Cali itself, you know that song.
You know. All right, so fellas, you know, I'm good. I normally would throw it to you, but I'm just gonna leave it to you both to introduce yourselves. We'll start with Agent K28. What's up, my brother?
All right, y'all. All right, y'all already know my name is Agent K28, aka the Saint. I am the host of NVT Deuce, and we're here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We getting ready to get into this. Like let's go, let's
Rude
go, chop
Scry.
chop.
I am Rune Scryer, aka Dave in real life. Yeah, I am here, ready, and all set to go.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, and he's also a host of the night shift. You
Yeah.
know, the late
Most of the
night.
night
You know,
shift,
the late night guy.
although past couple night shifts I haven't been on because I I just turned 52. Okay,
Wow.
and yes, I know K28. Yeah, you're like big freaking whoop. Yeah, Mr.
Oh,
Old
that's
Man.
that is an amazing feat, man. 52 years on this spinning ball of
Yeah.
hell is an amazing feat.
Yeah,
You know,
it
like
is.
we need to start acknowledging that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Start, hey, start getting your flowers and shit
you
because
know.
you already know what time it is,
hey,
man.
I'm I am working when I'm not gonna be when I'm not gaming. I'm getting on more of an exercise plan, picking up healthy hobbies and stuff, and so
Right on.
we'll see how that goes over the rest of the year.
Right on. Right on.
Okay.
When I'm
Happy
not,
hunting. No, let me
what's up?
stop. No, I
What?
said happy hunting.
Happy
Anyway.
honey, hell yeah.
Uh,
But when I'm, yeah,
coincidentally enough, I did pick up a bow to get it back into archery for
nice.
stability, arm strength, balance, all that stuff.
Maybe you can meet
So
Dr. Dre.
that's hey, you know what?
Uh,
I would not be opposed to that.
uh, well, we'll get to that a little bit later. All right, so We always open with a couple of random subjects. This time I decided to do it this. Let's start with, you said the guys over at Rockstar have told us that the VR version of GTA 6 has now been postponed indefinitely.
Yes, this is coming from PC Gamer in that there was a collaboration between Rockstar and Meta,
Uh,
um, where they're going to be bringing GTR San Andreas to the Quest Oculus 2. But
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When did wait for real? I
for
wasn't
real,
aware of this.
yeah,
This
it
is
was low
new.
key, yeah. Uh, it was announced it was announced back in 2021,
Hmm.
and that was the last anyone heard of it.
Wow, that's crazy. I would have never thought. I would have thought maybe, but yeah, but GTA San Andreas is the most, to me, that is still the most most popular game of the series. But to have been in that shit in VR,
Right.
man, that should have been crazy.
Now
Yeah.
I'm slightly joking
That
here.
would be off the hook.
I'm slightly joking here, fellas, but I remember when I was about to play VR. It was one of those jumping games, and you bing, 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 bing. You had a fake gun, but you're holding the controller type thing. It was one of those.
Yeah.
And I asked, I was like, oh, why don't they do a football game? And they said because if you do it too good, the brain don't know the difference between you actually getting hit. It's looking to feel the impact when it sees you get hit, and it's not feeling anything.
Well, as to that, there is what's called haptic gamerware,
Okay.
which is it's like a vest that you put
Yeah.
on. So, like, let's say you're playing Call of Duty, you get shot in the shoulder. There's going to be a pulse on your shoulder to make you feel like you got shot.
Oh, look, man. You may love playing Call of Duty, but trying to make that feel real, look, bro, it's war. Like, if you want to go do the real
I
thing, you can go sign up for the Army, Navy. Like, you can go through. I'm not saying you're gonna get in, but you can go try to sign up if you really
yeah,
want
Been
to.
there,
Like,
done that.
yep.
yeah.
Hey, I'm just
There,
saying. It's just, I'm just saying.
I'm
Like,
just
I don't think you want it to be that real, bro. Like it's all good.
yeah.
Like, if I
I
get shot in
mean,
the shoulder, I don't need to feel it. It's okay.
yeah.
I can virtually get shot in the shoulder.
There are allegedly
Uh,
dudes that hook up their controller for when they're playing fighting games.
uh.
It's wired down to their junk
See,
because they want to prove just how badass they are.
my mama used to always have a phrase she said, and that was "some people's children," and I think that applies to that. Some people, why?
Definitely, yeah.
Like why? Like I truly am in. No, actually, I don't want to know. I don't.
What in the entire fuck? Are you
Yep.
serious?
It's it is like I said. That's why I said allegedly. Nobody's coming forth to admit to it, but there's been reports for years now about people doing stuff like that. I mean, do you remember the just for the PlayStation 2, they had that vibrating controller, not like the
Oh,
not the six axis, but they had like this peripheral that vibrated according to the beats.
Mhm.
I can't remember what it was called,
I can't either, but
and
I know what you're
it
talking
was
about.
just yeah, and everyone's just all like, yeah, whatever. And then the ladies got a hold of it.
Oh my God.
that's just straight fuckery.
Here's the thing about it. I'm
That's
gonna
just
say
straight
it like
fuckery,
this.
man.
I'm going to say it like this. If you
No,
have
no,
ever
no, no,
invested
no.
time in watching a show called The Good Place, it was a pop culture phenomenon a
Yep.
few years back.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
scene where they go to the accountant's office, and there's this one dude who keeps submitting for to be able to commit suicide, and they keep denying him. Why does this dude keep putting in for that? Because he works in the weird sex things department, and they literally say
Yep.
we don't know why, but every time humans invent a new thing, some human figures out some way to do some sex thing with it.
Yep.
The dude literally walks in with like 150 files. He's like, "Oh my god, all of these just came in the past 30 seconds." His boss looks at him and goes, "Oh yeah, Burning Man just started." Like,
Hold on. Oh, just real quick, real quick. I don't know,
yeah,
real quick. I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Becky Slays in the building. BGU
yo
squad up.
yo,
But yeah, what's
yeah.
good? What's
Run,
good?
Becky, run. Save yourself from the intro right now.
All right,
Just saying.
continue. Yeah, continuing with this fuckery here.
But here,
Because you're
I
making a valid no, like you're making a valid point.
I don't know. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna bring it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back to topic with. Look,
It's,
here's my major concern. I brought up the
thank you.
football thing.
I'm
I brought.
sorry. I admit I brought the fuckery.
It's
So,
okay. I want to say I the reason why I brought the football thing up with the GTA is this. Could you imagine this? You walking around in the meta world in GTA. Some other player just comes up out of nowhere. You don't even really see him. Just walks up. Like how does that play out in the virtual world? Like and why are we giving serial killers a place to act out their wildest dreams? Like I don't think we need to do that. And I think providing somebody with VR GTA is exactly that.
yeah.
Like I'm sorry, I just do.
Yep. I mean,
And you got to think about the game that is emulating because I mean GTA San Andreas, first of all, it is, I mean, despite the fact that a real mature person, because I mean, this is what ratings are for.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
mean, a lot of these, you gotta understand. This is one of the reasons why there's always been this controversial, you know, thing going on when it comes to video games because there are ratings for a reason.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
Yep.
it
know,
exists because all the
And,
parents
yeah,
bitched in the '90s
yeah,
about what
yeah.
content was in the
yeah,
video game.
but see, the thing about it is that like when my kids, I'll let you know, I did not let my kids play GTA for a reason because it was M. Yes, I'm one of those type of
Yeah.
parents
Well,
because I guarantee you, my
here's
parents try to do some shit. My kids try to do some shit like that, then that would have got the
we'll see.
But
yeah.
You're going, but
no,
Okay.
no, no, no,
I mean,
no,
but,
no. No, hold on. Let me
yeah,
just say
yeah.
this.
sure.
But you have to be able to be responsible parents when it comes to this kind of stuff or responsible adults. You have
Mhm.
mature people out there. Yeah, people are going to get their hands in there and abuse it and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it starts at home.
Yeah. Well,
You
no,
have to
Yeah.
be
okay.
able.
On that note, real quick, I'll say this real quick, Runescar, and then it's all off to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I agree 100% with the fact that parents should be active in aware in what their children are playing. Gauge your own child and whether or not your child is mature enough to play a game like GTA. Some are, some aren't. Go child by child, and each parent definitely decide based on what they're on. Because I will say this: when Mortal Kombat and all of that came out, my mother had nothing to say about me playing it at 14, 15, 16, either in the arcade or on the PlayStation when it first came out. She understood that there were fatalities. But she also understood that throughout the process of raising me, she had specifically taught me that there's a difference between what I see on a video game screen and what should be happening in real life. She was more worried about me duplicating what I saw on WWF Superstars on Saturday morning than she was about me duplicating what I saw on the Mortal Kombat screen. And that was because she, in the process of raising me, taught me that there's a difference between what you see on the screen. So that goes back to Saint's point about it goes back to the parents and how you're raising your child. I don't ever judge another parent and how they raise their child. What they do is what they do. What I do is what I do. But at some point, you have to teach your child the difference between reality and video games, and they've got to be able to understand that. So, Runescar, what were we gonna say?
Okay, so yeah, a couple things on that point because this covers a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, when I bought my first Xbox, original Xbox, I went down to the local GameStop, was in the process of buying it, and I to the Republic and everything, and there was probably like 70-year-old grandma in there. She had a copy of whatever GTA was out at the time.
Yeah.
And she was asking the cashier, so I want to get this for my grandson. He's 10. Is this a good game for him?
Yeah.
And of course, the cashier is, I mean, he's stuck in a bad position.
Yeah.
Retail for video games gets stuck in, and this is before all the enforcement of the law of the rating laws that was happening in California.
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
no, no, I'm gonna tell you something. I worked for Game Crazy. I worked for GameStop.
yeah,
Okay. I never had a problem. I never had a problem with getting caught up with that controversial question
right,
because we had a secret shopper that
yeah.
came into the building and asked the
Oh
same
yeah,
question, and I'm like, hell no, no,
yeah,
no.
Not the
No,
what
I'm
you
not
want to
getting
do.
ready to. Yeah,
mhm,
yeah. I'm not getting ready to, compromise my integrity to just, get
yeah,
a game sale for them. Man, fuck
yeah,
you. That would have been no,
yeah,
no, lady. No, this is not a good idea.
mhm,
You can find an alternative. Maybe you could, boom, get the Simpsons game or something like that.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
hell no, no,
Um, Two,
no.
you know, as a parent, you're going to be able to control what your kid is consuming in your house.
Correct. Or at least
You
there should
cannot,
be some expectation of that.
yeah, right.
Right,
You
yeah.
cannot control what your kid or what your kid's friends are consuming.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you got, well, why won't you buy me GTA? Bobby's parents gave him GTA and blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And, not being a parent myself, I don't know how y'all handle
I'll,
that.
I'll say it like this.
Yeah.
That falls into a whole different category that would lead us into a whole episode of
Right, right.
parents being able to tell their children no and learning how to draw boundaries.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a whole episode in itself.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
And then
yeah.
Mm.
finally, third, this ain't something new.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Gen Xers, I mean, Hasbro just announced that their new legacy issue for Megatron is going to be a tank, and Transformers fans of our age are just going absolutely fucking nuts. It's like, why can't it be a gun? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know why it can't be a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why. And, this goes back all the way back to the very start of TV and even radio as the electronic babysitter, where you just plop the kid down while you go take care of the housework and you don't worry about it. I mean, the original Adventures of Superman, George Reeves, you had kids tying a blanket onto their neck, climbing up to the roof, and jumping off, trying to fly,
Yeah.
breaking and
Yeah.
end up breaking something. Okay,
So,
Zorro, Disney's Zorro, one of the most popular toys was
the fake
the
sword.
sword,
Yeah.
the fake
Okay.
sword, but you could put a piece of chalk in the
Uh,
tip of the sword to make the Z mark. There were Z marks all over suburbia.
I'm sorry.
Go on, Saint.
I'm sorry right now because listen, and I will tell you this: if my grandmother And first of all,
I can
because
tell this is gonna
you
be good.
know, and I'm sorry, and present company accepted, but you know, if you went to go get one of your grandmother's good towels or one of your mother's towels to tie a cape up around their neck, first you're gonna get to first that's a violation. Then on top of that, if you're trying to jump off a roof, if you don't break your neck, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna break it, you're gonna get your ass kicked, then you're gonna go to the hospital, and then there's gonna be a cast, and then you're still gonna get your ass kicked again. No,
No.
hell no, no,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
We yeah, see, we didn't take those kind of penitentiary chances. Mm-mm.
All right. All right. So we'll
Yeah.
pause that topic there. I say pause because we'll come back to it at another time. The other topic we were going to
Again, yeah.
cover during this opening segment is congratulations to the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Congratulations to those who have already seen it, and congratulations to the millions more who are going to see it. But it has surpassed $1 billion and is taking over the lead for the highest grossing um, R-rated
R
film
rate.
at a little over $1 billion, and it passed up Joker in the process. So, fellas, your thoughts
Right.
on Deadpool and Wolverine doing Marvel numbers? I guess you can call them nowadays, right?
Mhm.
Look,
Um,
Go on.
I think that it shows that you know, there's an issue
Yeah.
when it comes to movie making, where back in the day, back in the 80s, when PG and PG-13 were both kind of considered even too controversial for Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, who remembers Black Hole? Hmm? Yeah,
yeah,
that was the very first PG movie that Disney did.
Wow.
that yep.
And
I remember that. Damn, stop
yeah.
that, Dave. Stop, bro. Stop. Because I
But
went to go
you
see
know,
that shit, man.
yeah, I saw
Fuck
it in the
you,
theater
bro.
too, yeah. Um, but
I was
there's a
11 years old.
reason why Disney diversified back in the 80s and they created Touchstone Pictures, Hollywood Pictures.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think another one. Disney owned Miramax when Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez were getting their start there and
Wow.
up and coming.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So Disney, they were a silent partner. So they recognize that there is profit to be had in
The R-rated
the
market.
adult movie,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
in more adult markets.
Yeah.
The problem is that they don't want to associate the Disney name with the R rated. And
Oh.
that's what I think they did. One of the reasons why Deadpool and Wolverine is such a blockbuster, because
Yeah.
there's no disguising that this is a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
and everyone knows that Disney and Marvel are basically one and the same at this point. You know,
Yeah, at
I,
this point.
I
At
thought
this point.
that at some point Disney was going to create a new studio. I thought they were going to revive the old Epic label. How many of us remember Epic Comics from back in the day? Because that was how Marvel got into the mature comics and the indie comics
Epic
market.
Illustrated. I
Yep.
used to collect a hell of a lot of those. That was there were features, sometimes there were real mature
Oh yeah.
features with Conan in there.
Yep.
Howard the Duck, because Howard the Duck
Martial
was a little,
law.
oh gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
mean,
remember those. Yeah,
but yeah.
like bro, like I will tell you this, Marvel in the early 80s, don't get me wrong. DC, and I love DC. I will always be a
Yeah.
major DC fan. But back then, during the 70s, the late 70s, especially with Spider-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, because there were TV movies at
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
time. So
Yeah.
Marvel was like the Avengers. I mean, the comics were king. But
Yeah.
when Epic Illustrated started running in there, and then we wanted to get a little more, there
Yeah.
was more mature Marvel stories
Yeah.
Yeah.
in there. So yeah, I love that era.
For
And
sure.
I mean, DC
I
eventually
love
did the
that era.
same thing
Yeah.
with the Vertigo line. I guess now it's the
Yeah.
Black Label. But congrats to Kevin Feige for just taking the issue head on, ripping the Band-Aid off,
Yeah.
and saying it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about it.
And you know,
I think, and I can let you finish. Sorry, Dave. Is I think that
no,
No,
no, it's
no.
all good. I'm pretty much
Marvel
done.
100% uh, recognized that there, of course, with Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 both doing as well as they did, Disney, Marvel, everybody realized, look, like, this is something we want to either get on the bandwagon with or accept the fact that we're not going to make a lot of money because of it. Like, because the Deadpool series was getting more and more popular as you went along, and especially as long as you had Ryan Reynolds tied to it and doing everything that he was doing, executive producing, re- ad libbing on set, and then you add him and I compared this. I've done
Hugh
this.
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. I was like, I've done this once before. I think I may have said it on the show before, but the relationship, the on-screen relationship between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds reminds me of Zach Braff and Donald Faison on Scrubs. The chemistry
Yep.
between them is so palpable that you can see it on screen. You can see that they had fun making this movie. And just
Hmm.
it's something that added to the entire thing, and made it without going into too many spoilers or anything like that. It makes it an amazing movie. Like just the chemistry between the
Yeah.
two of them, and so congratulations to Deadpool. Like I think they're doing like a Deadpool and they're reviving the Deadpool and Wolverine comic series on Marvel Unlimited too. So you can
Hmm.
check it out there too. See more antics that Deadpool and
Yeah.
Wolverine get into. Um,
I
but
I think that
And then
the current comics,
uh,
they're actually doing Deadpool and Wolverine traveling the multiverse.
nice.
They're doing that in the comics right now.
So so
yeah,
like yeah.
and look and check this out. And then something else, because like on the video game side, so the price of the Deadpool game just shot up tremendously.
Really now.
And
Hmm.
especially now that because the Xbox store closed, the Xbox 360 store closed recently.
Hmm.
And then of course, there was a PS4 version. There's also the Xbox 360 version.
Hmm.
And then like it's really crazy. And right now I think folks are selling that game for the PS4 for like 130
Dang.
maybe,
Wow.
just because yeah, because Wolverine is in it.
Yep.
Right.
Wolverine is in the game. And anything pretty much shot up,
Yeah.
with Deadpool. So yeah, it's a big influx going on right now.
My boy Ryan Reynolds took that character and, ooh, buddy, he made it his own.
Yeah.
Mm.
And in
Yep.
reality, there are people. Like I said, I genuinely believe that there are people who are characters. RDJ is Iron Man, even though I'm giving him a chance as that guy back there. Like I'm definitely gonna give him a chance. I'm not down on him being doing that at all. Chris Evans, like whenever somebody says Captain America, the first idea of Steve Rogers that's gonna pop into my head is Chris Evans.
Matt
They,
Salinger.
uh, Sam
No.
Jackson has
Yeah.
officially he officially owns
He
the
is Nick Fury.
yeah, period.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but he owned that when the Ultimates were created.
yeah,
Yeah.
when
I
they
mean,
changed the
yeah,
look,
that
yeah,
was.
Right.
But
yeah,
now, but just to kick it up a little bit, you got to think about it. When when these actors get attached to a particular role and it gets laughed off,
Yeah.
and then they turn around and they be like, well, damn, because you think about we and you can always think about when Michael Keaton got the role as Batman, because
Exactly.
they called him Mr. Mom
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, that
at
movie was
that
pretty
point
dope, man.
when that movie came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember a lot of people doubting Keaton's ability to play the role.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, a lot of people, I mean, Tom Hanks is an Oscar-winning actor, and a lot of people forget that he got his start a couple seasons playing drag on Boots and Buddies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
I remember that show
you
vividly.
know,
I
yeah,
still hear the theme song
it's
every now and then on classic rock stations.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
yeah.
Oh, he's just a coked out clown. No, he showed just how great of an actor he could be,
Oh my
starting
God.
from Good Morning Vietnam onwards.
So,
Patch
but I'm
Adams,
sorry,
like
but
yeah.
still, for me,
Insomnia. Oh, gee,
yeah.
1 hour photo.
There you go. What were we gonna say, Saint?
Look, for me,
Mork
it's
from
always going to
Ork
be
is
it.
fucking scary.
It's always going to be for me, Mrs. Doubtfire, and the
Yeah.
only reason I
That's
say that,
fine.
and I don't want to take away from that because number one, it was filmed in Oakland and it was
Nice.
filmed in the city. That's number one because KTVU, Fox 2, you already know what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the funniest scene to me was when he
Sit,
was
Ubu,
trying to
sit.
get the job. Yeah, when he was trying to get the job
Mm,
with the lady and he was doing his impressions with he did the
yeah.
thing with Sean Connery,
Yeah.
but that part he did the hot dog. He was like, to me that,
That man, God rest his soul.
that
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
like he's
I
the
hate that shit.
he's one of the ones that like I think he would have been perfect for anything like any one of. I think he would have been more perfect for the Riddler role than Jim Carrey. Um,
Oh,
Yeah, he
absolutely.
was
yeah.
supposed to be.
All right,
I,
fellas,
I mean,
go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead.
Well,
No,
no, I
finish,
was gonna
finish.
actually say, surprise subject. I shared a video about this. I don't know if you guys watched it on our first GenXers fan page. You'll never guess who read for the part of Mace Windu with George Lucas.
Oh, with
Saw it.
Tupac.
Saw it.
I was like, well, I'll be goddamn. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I see Pac as a versatile actor, but
Yeah.
the scope.
Another
Go ahead.
another guy breaking out of the mold that he found his success in
Yep.
and branching out.
Yep. For those of you who don't understand, this happened. Like he did this reading for this role. He By the time he did this, he had like Juice was out. He had done Poetic
Justice.
Justice. Like Pac had been in a few things, but I asked the same thing that this video content creator asked. Like, how different is that role of Mace Windu if Pac plays it versus Sam Jackson? Like I think we see a completely different Mace Windu. Like somebody made a joke about I forget what they said Mace Windu or Sam had on the bottom of his lightsaber, uh, motherfucker or something like that.
Yeah,
But
Badass motherfucker. Yeah.
yeah, but
no.
he said that you would replace that with Thug Life if it was Pac. He'd be holding the purple lightsaber says Thug Life at the bottom.
Oh,
Uh, you zoom in. My assistant
oh,
brought up. He's
damn.
like, you zoom in on the scene in the Coliseum, and it's Pac cutting off Boba Fett's head. Like like yeah, man.
No,
Like
no, no,
yeah.
no. I would have been like, he'd have been like, no, it would have cut his head off and been like, thug like, motherfucking thug like, nigga. Yeah, no.
He say
I,
something
I
like, "I get
already, I was
around."
like, yeah.
Uh,
What's up? Tap it in, the one and only lovely, lovely. radio show
What's
host,
up?
Miss Toy, in the building. And make sure y'all tap in. Make sure you follow her right here on First Gen Xers. Good to see you, Miss Toy. Good to see you. But yeah, no, I listen, I saw the article, um, and to me, it wouldn't have been a surprise if,
Yeah.
like I said, if he had have lived.
Hmm.
I
Oh,
honestly believe that he would have been Mace Windu, but yeah, and I think the reading was shortly before his death,
yeah. It
Yeah.
was. It
from
was.
The
from
only
what I'm
thing,
understanding.
only thing I'm going to say is that I think there would have been pressure for Hawk to do a Jedi rap, not necessarily appearing in the prequels,
Yeah.
but just as like
A song
a
on the
side
track. Yeah.
project thing. Yeah.
Uh,
And I mean,
Yeah, I
and
mean, I could, I think something probably would have came of that, but I'm not quite sure because I kind of, I kind of see Pac as separate from his music, from, from the acting,
yeah.
from the acting part of it. Because I
Well,
mean, don't get me wrong, you have gang related, which was was pretty much the last role,
yeah.
and that didn't necessarily translate when it came to movies, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then you had the one with I forgot, not Tim Robbins, but fuck it, I can't
Colors.
remember it escapes. No,
Uh,
no, no, it was he was in he was in the movie Formula 51 with Sam Jackson.
okay.
um He was in
uh,
28 Days, the original 28 Days.
Okay.
But but he was
Charles
also on that
Dance.
TV show. He played Mr. Gold in the TV show Once Upon a Time.
Oh, Robert Carlyle.
Yeah, Robert Carlyle.
Okay.
The movie that he was in with Tupac together, that was, they were trying to check into a rehab. So I kind of think that the music side and from the acting side are kind of like, to me, they were two completely
Yeah. I can see
different
that.
Right.
entities because
And
he
we
was, yeah,
and we separate all that out.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
We do a good job of separating all that out. But I'm talking about the Hollywood machine.
Like I'll say it like this. I agree with
Well,
both of you. I agree that
yeah, he
Pac would
didn't
be
roll into the,
ass.
that's the thing. He didn't
Yeah.
roll into the Hollywood machine.
Well, no, no, hold on.
But
Tupac was
Is that
definitely not part of the
right,
fuck
right.
shit.
I think I
But but
understand.
but but George Lucas,
Hold on.
as much as I love his stuff, he definitely is the Hollywood machine.
Well, say I well.
He's the one who he
Not before the Kathleen Kennedy shit. No, 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 no,
Hold on, hold
no.
on. Here's
Mm-mm.
he
where I think here's where I think we land with this. I agree with you, Saint, that Pac would not have done it, but I also agree with Dave that George Lucas for sure would have asked. Like I
yeah.
do think that there would have been a request for Pac to do a song or to do something Jedi related with the song, but I don't think Pac would have acquiesced to it. He would have basically eloquently told them to go themselves. That doesn't fall with my
That
I
wouldn't have been his,
no
that
argument
wasn't
there.
his
yeah,
style.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
So,
was
no
definitely
arguments
not his
there.
style.
but all right. So we had a hot opening segment and kind of did backflips there over pop culture corner. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our commercial block right quick. And when we come back, me and Saint got like two or three topics to hit with Raw and SmackDown this week, and then we
Oh
can jump
yeah.
on to some video game news. I want to thank everybody that's watching and tuning in. We appreciate you all. This is the Cheap Pop Podcast right here on First Gen Xers Twitch TV. Peace.
You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. Keep it. You got to keep it lovely. Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I've been real with this. Please don't judge me, I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma keep a grind mode button, push it, make it do something. No balls for me, cause I'm a loose cannon. I get to choose, camera, switch it up, look up a new banner. Keep smoking on that banner.
We back at it. Yep, we still doing it. Poetic beat. First GenXers. Gia. Let's get it, y'all. Come on. We back in the building. It's been a long time cooking in the soup kitchen. And I'm chilling with the same. Dropping these beats, won't stop, nope, I can't. Let me get up in the lab, turn it up. Game on with the first GenXers. What's up? Let's flip on the Switch or the Xbox and get up in my zone, I'm clowning. Let me clear my throat for a minute. Shout out to my folks while I'm in it. It ain't nothing but love, it's babe business. I really don't know what's so who ain't feeling this. And this is only the beginning. Now versus then, this is something for the chillin'. Poetic got the joints like McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's the first GenXers. We're now rocking with Poetic Beats. This is the first GenXers production. Get your PlayStations out. Get your Xbox out. Get your Switch out. Let's get it in, y'all. Holla back.
They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But the definition of beauty is distorted. Yeah. Come on. Searching for yourself, so insecure about the way you look, so you go to Miami. You can't find the love within yourself. I like it when the beat goes.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
If I was a rich girl, na 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 na.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000.
We have the personnel to man up and get after Patrick Mahomes. We have the personnel to do that. It's not. They avoided playing each other in the first round. It looked like they were going to be playing each other in that first play-in matchup. He could do that. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he will, but he could. You know,
This commercial.
hello, what's up? What's up? What's up? We are back again with the Cheap Pop Podcast right here on Twitch TV. For those of you who don't know, I'll let you know I'm Dark Lord 100. To my right, with the way you're looking, is the one and only Agent K28. And below us is the one and only Rune Scryer. Guys, we're going ahead and jump into this wrestling bit real quick for a little bit, and then we shall return to some more video game fun. So that's right, guys. That means it's time for SmackDown Alley with the Cheap Pop Podcast, where we talk about giant sweaty men running around in little elastic suits and beating each other up. This week
They're
again,
not really running. They're not really running around in elastic suits. You already know, man, that some of these motherfuckers are actually wearing like street clothes.
I know,
So,
I know.
I
And
mean, yeah,
99.9% of them
uh,
can beat my ass. So I'm not, I'm
yeah.
not gonna sit here. All right. So, all right. So we open with Monday Night Raw, which the major thing going on with Monday Night Raw right now is the feud between the Terror Twins and the Judgment Day. But I'm tripping because I'm scarred for life. This is Atreyu not getting the horse out the mud. But how the hell they let Bronson Reed do my boy Awesome Truth like that? You ain't you ain't supposed to crush our truth like that. He is what's called a
Bro,
national treasure. That is illegal. The FBI needs to arrest Bronson Reed. That's no. It's not.
no, I'm listen. I'm gonna tell you now because I'm definitely getting to watch this. I'm definitely getting to watch that.
Uh,
Somebody is gonna come for Bronson Reed for fucking with our truth. There is no dude. They dropped, and then you allow fucking the manager here, Mister Nick, whatever the
Nick Aldis.
fuck his
No,
name is, man.
no, Adam
It's like,
Pierce. Adam
dude,
Pierce for Raw.
yeah, no, not Nick Aldis, yeah, Adam Pierce. Why the fuck did you let him keep going to the ring? You could have got guys that could have dragged him out of there.
Because he liked the way that
That's
Pat McAfee said tsunami. I'm
like,
sorry.
no,
That was the best part.
that's messed up. I listen, my biggest beef, I'm loving right now the shit that's going on between Gunther and
Randy
Randy
Orton.
Orton.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. I want you to see it coming because I loved him when he went on ahead. He did that shit. He did that shit to the RKO to the Gunther.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was right there
I
for it,
forget what
bro.
the segment was that interrupted that, but yeah, like that, but yeah, that RKO at the end of that was brutal. Like I think it's I don't know, like something about watching that theme, that scene. I love it, and I love the feud as it's happening. But Gunther and Gunther is like he takes RKO's really weird and in a funky manner that makes me make them look unsafe. Like it's just like the way he goes down to the ground with Randy is just but it looked devastating. I can't wait to see them face off. It's like it's one of those type of things where my heart wants Randy to win. My head tells me he's not gonna win. Like it sucks.
Oh no, I think Gunther's gonna carry it. I think he's gonna carry that for a while. No,
Or at least till
I
WrestleMania.
would love, yeah.
At least if
Yeah,
not
it
longer.
was.
Like but that was Raw, and of course SmackDown had its fair share. Which, by the way, congratulations to the Street Profits. I want the smoke too, becoming the number one contenders for the WWE Tag Team
We want
Championships.
the smoke.
Yeah.
That
Uh,
that that is still one of my favorite sayings in WWE. When the motherfuckers come up to the camera and look at them, we want the smoke.
the Street Profits
Like,
are up, and we want the smoke. Um, uh, but no, like seriously though, like congratulations to them on that. Like, but of course, the show ended, and I again, this people. I agree. I can understand that there are a lot of people who are utterly and completely sick and tired of the Bloodline storyline. Lean in close. Let me tell you a secret. I am not one of those people. I am completely enjoying and loving
look,
what's going on with the
listen,
Bloodline storyline.
let's let's now I say this as a WWE realist and then as a WWE fan. As a fan, fuck you and
Uh,
everybody else out there that is not enjoying this
yep,
because this has been some of the best storyline in years with the WWE.
yep. Like,
We
like,
already knew when, yeah, oh yeah, hang on, Kev.
no, no.
When everybody knew, especially when Vince McMahon stepped away and bought the Paul H. Levesque Triple H era,
It's
no,
it's good
this was
story.
going to happen
Yeah.
when Dwayne Johnson, Mr. Corporate, the final boss, stepped into this.
Well,
This was going to happen.
I said it like this to
No,
my assistant at my job. I looked at him and I told him.
we know,
I
we
said
know.
it was funny to me
Leave it
because
alone, y'all.
of course in the internet world you had your trolls, so on and so forth. And I saw a bunch of people that would say shit like, nah, nah, the Bloodline storyline is about to be over. As soon as Roman drops the belt, that storyline is over. It's done. And I want people to notice two things about the Bloodline storyline. First and foremost, it's nowhere near dead. Solo Sokoa kept it alive and did the insertion of Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu has made it off the charts again. Now, what I particularly like about this most recent storyline, which ended this week's SmackDown, which was like I think this is the third SmackDown in a row that the Bloodline segment has finished the show. But Jacob Fatu, Tamatanga, and Solo Sokoa beat down Roman Reigns. Of course, we're building to Roman needing help and the reemergence of the Usos and potentially other people to come help Roman with this situation. Um, the one thing that I
We
like,
need a preview though.
yeah, the one thing that I like uh, that has happened. Now again, people complain. People talk about storytelling. People talk about wanting to be interested in storytelling, right? But don't like the long term story that's being told with what you call it. I want you to think about this. Roman Reigns has been back since SummerSlam, which happened almost 3 weeks ago, right? Roman Reigns is possibly the most popular character on WWE right now. Roman Reigns has gotten people reinvested in a bloodline storyline that some people had checked out of. Roman Reigns has been back for 3 weeks. Roman Reigns has not said a single word or cut a promo.
Yeah, not one. He just
Not
comes
one.
in, shows up, what kicks ass, or what have you. He really hasn't said a word. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to 88 Mindset. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in, no
Sure.
doubt.
100%.
But
Thank you guys.
yeah, yeah, like we haven't. He hasn't said anything.
Roman has not cut a single
Be
promo.
more,
Ah, what's
be
up?
more. Resub, thank you so much. Shout out to Be More Humble Gaming. Ah, love that.
Uh,
Thank you.
but yeah, so Roman
Hmm.
Reigns and the Roman we end this week's SmackDown with Roman Reigns getting the beat down by the new bloodline. Again, he's going after the Ula Fala, and we are getting to the point where he's going to need backup because the numbers are going to be too overwhelming for even the original tribal chief. And
Right.
the fourth man may be The Rock. But then there is this young man who's like 6'10" who goes by the name of Zima Fatu, and he's actually the brother of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
Yeah, I seen that guy.
And
That
so
guy is a man, that guy's a fucking beast, man. He's hella big.
we may see
I mean,
him.
he like
Yeah, no, like I said, he's like not Kali, but like Undertaker,
he's
like
like
Kevin
seven
Nash
feet,
type.
right?
No, he's
He's
not
about
quite
six.
7 feet. He's like 6'10", 6'11",
Yeah,
somewhere around
six
there.
eleven.
Yeah,
Yeah, regard he's tall.
he's big. He's a
He's
big boy.
tall,
Yeah,
and he gonna be swatting motherfuckers like
we'll see.
like
We'll see what they do with him. I think War Games is where he's going to make his debut, if anything. As I think he'll be the fourth member of Roman's crew. Like, and don't forget, we definitely have some kind of grudge match coming up soon because they're heavily promoting Bad Blood on October 5th already, heavily promoting that. So, and I think we got a whole nother.
yeah.
What's up?
Let's just get through the bash at Berlin.
Yeah, that's going to be a good. The card so far is
Definitely.
coming together for that. All right, so that will do it for us with the wrestling talk for this week, so we can actually bring Dave back into the conversation. No,
Yeah,
It's all
sorry,
good.
Dave.
But here, transition. Um, so according to a story coming out of Kotaku,
uh,
Randy Orton, the apex predator, when he was recovering from surgery, he started playing Elden Ring and has over 600 hours into the game.
hey, like I said, he's one of many, and actually, what the segment what I'm going to open up with, as soon as we flip on to the. First GenXers, cheap pop game reviews. All right. So yes, Randy Orton, 600 hours. Like I was like me and Runeskar were discussing offline. Like gaming is not something that's foreign, not just because of the game WWE
Oh,
2K, but in general, gaming is not foreign to wrestlers. Like I
no.
believe there's a picture floating around of Rowdy Piper in his house playing a Nintendo with his kids, like from like the early mid '80s, like
Yeah,
gaming and wrestling have gone hand in hand for a very long time. So it doesn't surprise me that guys like Randy Orton, he seems more like a Call of Duty guy to me than Elden Scrolls. So it does surprise me that he put in 600 hours into that game. But like, who knows? Who knows, man? Like we talked about, Xavier Woods is another one that's like well known, like on this
yeah,
platform
like
and on
yeah,
YouTube with Up Down Down.
yeah. Xavier Woods, he does he actually on his YouTube channel, of course, he does his thing with the gaming, and he has the up down down, title belt. And I'm not quite sure. I think Shayna Baszler is holding it right now
Wow.
with that,
I mean,
but it's
Shayna
like,
Baszler, Miss Warhammer 40K herself.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
she,
you
she,
can't get much more gaming
intertwined.
geek than
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler, where
yeah,
she's wearing themed tights based off of the different Marine chapters, Loyalists and Traitor Legions. I mean, when she turned on Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
she was wearing the tights that were from the Sons of Horus chapter, which was the chapter that betrayed the Emperor and started the whole heresy. I mean, that's some next level foreshadowing right there.
Gotta love it.
damn.
Like I said,
Yeah.
the wrestling game. Randy Orton, my brother, 600 hours in. I hope you have come close to beating that game. If not, then Whew. I only put 150 in the Final Fantasy VII before I finally beat it. But
And bit back on Xavier Woods.
yeah.
He actually was on back when Warner Brothers launched the DC Universe app a couple
Mm.
years ago. He was on a reality tabletop role playing stream called DC Universe All Stars
Nice.
that was being
Hold on.
run by Sam
Shout
Witwer.
shout out to what is it? Narutaku.
Narutati-kun,
Yeah,
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 Uh,
yeah. We
that's my boy.
yeah,
That's
that shit is funny. Yeah, the
yeah.
Booker
You guys
T and
made
Hulk Hogan play Stellar Blade with Hard R Attack. That's
you guys
that's
made
kind of
you guys
that's kind
remember
of raw.
him as my roommate back in Hayward.
nice. Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Mr.
What's
TK
up?
Johnny. Yep.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Reunion, man.
Union. Yeah.
We're all
Um,
spread out across the country. This is crazy,
yeah,
man.
and um, yeah, he's living good life out in Tennessee right now.
Hey,
Hey,
another one
that's
out
close
in
to
Tennessee.
Steve.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's close. That's
We
close to
got Dirk
Jerk.
Swab
Okay.
out in Memphis. All right, so
Yep.
so
Oh,
uh so yeah, but
Eastern
no, there
Tennessee.
was
But
one other
anyway,
thing I was gonna bring up, kind of piggybacking off of Dave's announcement about Randy Orton, was that WWE announced. I saw the commercial for it the other day. Now I'm not a big Call of Duty Modern Warfare player, but they have
Rhea
skins.
Ripley.
Yeah, not just Rhea Ripley. It's Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, and Rhea Ripley as whatchamacallit. Now, what caught my eye about it, and the reason why I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, was that they did a little trailer for it, and it had them doing like Cody Rhodes grabs somebody and puts them in a vertical suplex. Like Rhea Ripley like hit somebody with the what's her finisher called, the dang it, I can't remember it. But the pump handle slam. Like Ray hit somebody with a freaking head spin. Like
With
it's
a 6-1.
yeah, with a 619. Like it's straight crazy. And then they all have their own like personalized like weaponry that's like red Ray Mysterio's is like all red and white. But it's like this machine gun, and Rhea Ripley's is all black and purple. Like it looks super cool. I kind of wish I played the game, but yeah, no.
No, yeah, I actually, well, you know what? I actually had the opportunity um recently because I don't play, I really don't play Call of Duty like
Yeah,
that, but Roxy does. And I seen somebody in somebody's play game. I think it was one of her games that somebody was playing Call of Duty and Rhea Ripley was in there. I was like, the hell? I was like, oh, oh,
yeah.
okay.
But that's just the way that the modern um, games of service happen. They've never met a cross promotion that they don't want to monetize.
yeah, 100%.
So
Right.
as long as you pays your dollars, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
so, but yeah.
what else we
Anyway,
got?
Kev, what's up on the? What are we doing on games?
On games today, well, I look at all the subjects I found on Game Rant, and not a damn one of them is about video games. But
Really?
yeah, I just noticed it now. Let's see. The first subject that
Well,
came up is that the original Star Trek series is now available on Pluto TV. See, nothing to do with video games. So,
okay, well, yeah, we don't, yeah, no, no, yeah, okay, we know they consider on Pluto, but why the fuck would I go to Pluto when I have Paramount Plus? Man, get the fuck out of
because not all of us can afford Paramount Plus, James.
It's not
Okay.
even about, man. Hey, listen. It's some of us. Hey, listen. It's some of us that like on some real shit, and then I also have it on some of the live TV channels with some of these other stations because like my phone bill pays my Amazon, so it's like I have Amazon and Prime and those kind of shit, and then you have all those live TV channels and shit like that. That's like all and that's the thing. All these fucking cartoons, like if anybody has Video has Prime Live right now. I swear to God, there's a channel dedicated. It's called the WB Rewind, Police Academy, The Pirates of Darkwater,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. fucking T. Okay, these are all 80s staples. The and I never really got into it because for real, they even had the Manchi cheese, okay?
The Manchi cheese.
Oh, oh
For
my
real, no,
God.
like seriously, the Manchi cheese. There's a channel that's dedicated to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 80s version. You have a channel dedicated to classic Doctor Who. You have a channel dedicated to fucking the Power Rangers going across all these eras.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
this
that's the
WB Rewind, like all these cartoons, like fucking Johnny Quest.
they. I'll put it to you
Yeah,
like
but
Okay.
that's
this:
until
all the
Yeah,
new,
it's crazy.
all the new streaming services that are popping up. A lot of them free streaming services like Pluto TV and Tubi are popping up, and that's how they structure their stuff. Like, is that they instead
Yeah.
of you being able to just go and on demand, which you can do that too, and watch specific episodes. They have entire live channels that are dedicated to one show. Like a friend of mine found Ink
Mhm.
Master, the Ink Master channel on her Vizio TV. Like, and it's just all Ink Master all day. It's just running random episodes from all 16 seasons, well, almost all 16 seasons. It doesn't have any of the new season from Paramount Plus, but all the older seasons are there, and it just jumps around with episodes in blocks.
right. And you know, then again, you've got consolidation with all these streaming services where now you have Disney Plus being bundled with Hulu and HBO Max.
Yeah, when that happens, that's gonna
And
be yeah,
no, that's what it is right now.
yeah.
You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max all for one price. And that's just, it's I don't like
But
all the everybody and their brother has to have their own streaming service, but at the same
yeah, I
time,
Go on.
WB has slashed so much out of Max
Yeah,
over the past couple of
yeah.
years
And no,
in the
no,
integration.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. They slashed a lot of controversy right now because there are a lot of women that are pissed off right now behind the behind some of these reality shows that are running through TLC that
Yeah.
all of a sudden Max has just decided to go like what the fuck happened?
Yep. Yep.
hey, hey.
Classic
Everybody grows a
Cartoon
conscience
Network has
sometimes,
been
right?
cut out. Um,
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
mean,
because the guy in charge of Max thinks he is an absolute bottom line bean counter who thinks that everyone's salary aside from his own is expendable. Everything
Wow,
that goes to making the channel aside from his own salary is an expense to be cut, to
that's
be
insane.
analyzed. I mean, he cut, this is why he vaulted Batgirl. This is why he's vaulted Coyote versus Acme. Um, I mean,
yeah,
they
that
just
pissed me off, man.
they
I want to
just
see that fucking movie. I
they
mean,
just
I the Batgirl movie. Yeah, I'm really pissed about that. But the Acme and Coyote movie, I will go see.
absolutely,
I
yeah,
will pay to go see that because
yeah,
we've been wanting this
and
movie for years.
Yeah.
and
Actually, Coyote doing a lawsuit
they
against
just
Acme for all the faulty shit he's been done over the years.
they they
Come
just
on, bro.
they just cut the classic cartoonnetwork.com gone.
Yeah,
They
that's
cut that
gone
service.
too.
But you know what they still are paying for to keep up? Spacejam.com.
Uh-uh.
Yes, you go to spacejam.com, you can still go there and buy merchandise off of it. But you can't do anything with cartoonnetwork.com.
Did they run out of licensing or something? Like,
No, no, they own all of CartoonNetwork.com free and clear. CartoonNetwork.com is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
It's called
Warner Brothers,
fuckery.
yeah, exactly. It's
called
called
fuckery.
end stage capitalism.
Yeah,
This
man.
is, you know, it is what it is in there. And, like I said, when they announced Max is going to be a part of bundled with Disney Plus and Hulu. I said, okay, so Max is now basically the cocoa powder sprinkled on the dish that has your tiramisu.
Uh-oh.
It's like this totally okay, sure, I got that. Great. Cool.
Well, I don't know what
Yeah.
like there's sometimes there are some decent things on
Oh,
Max. Like like I watch Living
I mean,
Single, Family Matters, like a lot of those types of old
I've got
shows.
yeah, I mean I got Max because, you know, all that we have traditional cable for right now is primarily for Food Network for my wife because that's her jam.
Nice.
But
Max holds a
Max
lot of that Food
includes,
Networks.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so we went from paying like $200 to have this all-encompassing cable package
Mm,
that the only thing we're getting out of it is Food Network to $15 a month for Max.
nice.
And even now, $19 we're getting Disney Plus, Max, and Hulu.
See?
So
Yeah.
Max is like the side piece in
Yeah.
there.
Well,
And I'm loving the content on Max. I'm loving having access to the classic DC animated universe.
well, that's right.
I'm all caught up on Harley Quinn and Kite Man. Hell yeah! I
Hey,
mean,
you should check
That shit is
if
fun.
you like if you
That
like
shit is fun.
if you like Alien Adventure, you should check out a show. It used to be on TNT. TNT had this run of great like TV shows for
mhm.
a while. It was called Falling Skies. I think his name was
Fallen Skies, I
Tom.
know that.
Yeah, like they have the
Yeah,
entire series on Max. That and then there was another show called The Last Ship that I really liked, and they have the entire series on there as
yep.
well.
Last Battleship in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's stuff that I'm going to be watching on Max that because I'm basically getting it for free now.
yeah.
Sure,
Why not?
toss it in there. I'll watch the stuff on there.
Yep.
But the thing is that I was willing to pay separately for the content because that was a good
Deal for you.
cost
Yeah.
benefit
Right.
and deal for me. But now it's like, hey, I was going to give you $15 a month just for your content, but sure, I'll take it free with the money that I'm already shelling out for Disney and Hulu.
Yep. I got
Right.
I got to talk to my internet provider because as much bandwidth as I use with the shows and everything, yeah, $119 a month ain't what I was planning on paying for my internet. So we're gonna have to talk about a new deal. Anyway, we're gonna have to get on the
Let
phone
me
and talk
guess,
about a new deal. Uh,
you got com crap.
yeah, I got Comcast, and it's been great for the last couple of years because I had the connectivity discount, and they were giving me another discount for something else. So it was like I was only paying $35 a month for like the first year, and then it went up to recently. It went up to 60. It went up to 50 or 40. Then it went up to 60. Then like this most recent one, it went up to 119, and I was like, okay, we're gonna have to talk about this now. Either I'm
Yeah,
switching over to T-Mobile home internet, or yeah, um, yeah, or Verizon home
I
internet.
have
I don't know.
never I've never been happier than when where I moved to in Oregon
Mm.
is not serviced by Comcast.
Uh, I
I don't
think
have
I
to
think
deal with
go ahead.
I don't have to deal with any fuckery from them.
Well, like I said, for the longest time, because I
Oh
have
yeah.
all of the
If it's
streaming
all you
things.
get,
Yeah,
if you have no other choice, it's decent, yeah.
and to be
Aside from
honest
their
with you,
customer service,
for
but
the yeah for the last 2 years we haven't had an issue because my bill's been a decent price, 30, 40, $50.
yep,
It was just this month I was like, I'm not paying $100 for your internet, sorry. Like, we're either gonna have to work out a new deal, or there's places like T-Mobile and Verizon that'll lock my rate at like $50 a month. So like I may go with
There
one of
you
them.
go.
Like, so like, yeah, me and Comcast gonna have a conversation, And if I don't like the way the conversation goes, I'm going to be on a different internet. It's just that simple.
Yeah, I
Those,
mean,
those is called grown folks
I got,
move. Shit.
I gotta have my own conversation with Verizon about our cell phone bill because that's just way,
Yeah.
way out of.
So
Yeah,
I love my
some of them
Metro.
guys are out of pocket. They're out of pocket.
Well, I'm saying, but yeah. So just for a quick laugh to close the show before we get into where can we find you next? I recently bought myself off the internet a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. It was supposed to be unlocked. On the day I went to go transfer my service over to the phone, a friend of mine said to me, "Hey, dude, you're gonna need the number on the side of the box." So as I'm sitting on hold with Metro, waiting to have them help me swap it, I'm looking at the side of the box and I'm reading it. And I'm like, I read the name, Samsung Galaxy S20 FE Verizon. Huh.
Mm,
I don't have Verizon. Huh. Just to make sure that I had done what I thought I had done, I go into my Amazon account and look. And sure enough, right there in the title, it says locked. Verizon. Yeah. So here's where the fuckery started. Um, so I proceed to then immediately do a return on Amazon, on my Amazon app. Right? Put the phone, everything back into the box. Take it over. They're like, you can drop it off at Whole Foods. They'll scan you. Once we receive the item, you will get your money back. I get the item scanned. I open up my app to track the package or to track the thing. And it's like, yeah, so August or September 14th is when you should be getting your money back. Wait the holy minute. It took y'all less than 24 hours to get the phone to my doorstep and less than 2 days to take the money out my account. But yet somehow it's gonna take like a week to get back to your return center and almost a damn month before you give me my money back. Amazon, you gotta stop with the fuckery, y'all. You gotta stop with the fuckery. Come on now.
It's like
Come
that.
on now.
You
I know y'all
Jeff,
can click, click, return, and the money will be back in my account. Y'all got your phone.
Jeff,
Give me my money.
Jeff Bezos. It's like the
Fuck
Bill
you, pay
Gates
me.
appearance on. It's that Bill Gates appearance on The Simpsons where he starts beating up Homer Simpson's like, oh, I didn't get to be a billionaire by giving people money back.
You know, like. But anyway, that's my
That
little.
is,
Yeah,
Kev,
yeah.
that is one of the Ferengi rules of acquisition. Once you have their money, never give it back.
True. That's the primary rule in insurance, right? Take the money.
Oh,
Never pay out shit, or pay out as minimal
No,
as you have
no,
to.
no. It's a case of fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you, baby. That's right. All right. So we'll start with you, Rune Scribe, sir. Where can we find you
Goodfellas,
next?
bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my favorite scene with Ray
should
Liotta.
be.
What's up?
Oh,
Go on.
um, but before that, getting to the fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
Um, legendary science fiction writer Harlan Ellison. Okay, he literally coined that term when talking about his discussion about royalties over the classic Star Trek episode that he wrote,
Uh,
City on the Paramount's going through all this, they're holding off royalty payments on, it, and
yeah.
Harlan Ellison is basically saying, "Fuck you, pay me."
Hell
And
yeah.
he was not afraid to write that in several op-ed pieces and introductions. But anyway, getting back to where I'm going to be tonight, I should be back on doing night shift tonight. And it should be Union Chronicles 100 Heroes as we're building up towards a counteroffensive against the Chaldean Empire.
All right.
Yeah, I get a couple of those streams in there, man. You be in there getting it, man. Like, you be some exciting shit.
Heck yeah. Heck
And
yeah.
then you get your, you know what, Dave, though, you get your interjections in like if you know there's bound to be some fuckery, man. It's like you're like the Zen calm master of like, I do not want to cuss on the air. But it's like every
But
once in a
but
blue moon,
sometimes
every once in a blue moon, you're like, and what the fuck is going on? Okay, here we going on with this and shit. And it'd
yeah,
be funny too though, man.
yep,
For sure, for
it's
sure.
you just gotta have that moment of catharsis and get back into the zone.
Heck yeah. All right, and Saint, where can we find you next, sir?
All right, so tonight, of course, y'all already know NVT Deuce, 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, or possibly earlier, depends on when the classroom is over, but we're still shooting for that time. Um, we're basically going to be, of course, dropping some music, but we're also going to be talking a little more about Ear to the Street. I am introducing two new judges tonight
All right.
for the in the stream because two more have come on. I'm still looking for the third one, and then we will be dropping when the first episode is going to air.
For sure. Pay attention for that.
So
Be
we'll
on the
definitely
lookout.
be talking about that. Yeah, but we just want folks to be, submissions because like I said, fair warning, folks, you will be in this submission. This is going to be straight up raw
Yeah.
because when you get out there and do it in the real world, if you can't hack it here, you're not going to be able to hack it anywhere. And
Right.
that's it.
All right.
That's all. 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific.
All right.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka. All right. You can find me next in about 2.5 hours, running with the lovely Miss Heather O'Malley, and we're gonna be talking. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking some Olympics. We're gonna be talking some NFL. I actually got this off of a podcast that I saw on Facebook, but I had ChatGPT predict the 2025 NFL season records, awards, the whole shebang. Me and O'Malley are going to talk about it and have some fun with that on tonight's episode of The Classroom. And I believe next week we're going to be doing the NBA, so it should be really fun. All right. And then go back and check out my FC stream, even though midway through it I get pissed because my Xbox shuts off. But there's this word entomologist that I follow on Facebook. I can't remember his name, but he gave me this fact that we'll end the show on real quick. Uh, he said that the phrase "unfriend" was first heard in the 1600s. Like everybody thinks that unfriending is like a new thing, like it's the first time that that phrase has ever been heard. When in reality, nah, it's not. Like over what we're in over 400 years ago was the first time that it was ever used. So we'll end on that note, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that tapped in. And hopefully y'all will keep a lookout for us and be back with us tonight for the classroom for Dark Lord 100, Rune Scryer, and well, the guy that was here, Agent K28.
Yeah.
This has been Sheep
Hey.
Pop. We'll catch y'all
Thanks a
later.
lot, guys.
Peace.